Hello, it's me, Troubadour, and I'm back again with some more Danger Pack gameplay for all of you. I'm recording this the day the update comes out. Obviously, it's coming out the day after the update. I've now played about, 15, 20 games, something like that, and I'm finally starting to get a little bit of a hold in the pack. It's definitely taking some getting used to. I had many losses in a row. I think I had 5 or 6 losses before I finally got my first winning run, and that's what you're getting to see here. Yay! Also, I got the red panda mascot. I got the blue whale mascot too. You'll see that in some later videos. But like I said last week, I'm going out of town this weekend, so I'm trying to, play ahead, record ahead some videos to go up while I'm out of town for Memorial Day here in America. So a lot of the upcoming footage will be from like the day or the day after the pack comes out and feature commentary from then as well. So if there's any balance patches or anything like that, I won't know about it, at least not video Troubadour. I guess real life Troubadour will know, but real life Troubadour will have already done the voiceovers. So yeah, I won't know about it by the time the videos come out. But yeah, so in this build here today, we're going to be using a different kind of thing than we're using in our last one. We're going to do a lot of transform stuff. Now, transforms have been in the game for as long as, they first did an expansion with the puppy pack. You had Caterpillar that would turn into a butterfly that would, copy stats. And then they started adding more and more ways to transform pets, things like Conpedo, Water of Youth, Ammonite, and then now it's a full-blown archetype, and there's a lot of pets within the Danger Pack that synergize with pets that transform or can transform themselves, transform other pets, and do lots of fun stuff with that. Now, right now, we're not doing anything crazy with the transforms. Really, we're just using it on our, Malay tapir. We're turning it into an ant just to make sure that it doesn't, give stats to the enemy team, because that's basically what it does. You can use the stats without the downside because we transform it into something else, which is pretty cool. Also been really liking the Tushi, whatever you pronounce it, that dolphin guy that brings the back pet to the front and gives it stats. That's some really nice tempo to get, especially early. Just getting a burst of +3 attack and health is super solid and works great with adjacent friend attack pets like the Malay. I called the other thing the Malay tapir before. Whatever that guy at the back is, I don't know. I'm still learning all the names. But we pick up the golden tamarind here, which ends up being one of the cruxes, basically, of our entire run here. We're going to do a lot of transform stuff using that. So we're going to get rid of the European mink and bring in the blue-throated macaw. This pet is so freaking good for tempo. The fact, it's temporary stats, but +1/+2 is nothing to scoff at, especially at tier 3. And it doesn't have a trigger limit, so it can just go absolutely crazy in the early game with the temp stats. But yeah, so we're going to keep it with the Malay tapir there. We bring the Babirusa, the Togian Babirusa, is that what it's called? To the front. I don't know. It turns to an ant. That's what I'm going to call it. We bring the ant to the front. And with the transformed extra stats and things like that, we're able to get a win. Also, the Tarantula Hawk there, I'm pretty sure it did nothing. Golden Tamarind that transfers to the Tarantula Hawk. That's pretty funny, though. I guess it is a useful start of battle pet, from tier 5, technically, if you stat it up enough. I'm still surprised they didn't buff the Tarantula Hawk in some way, but no matter. We're bringing the second blue-throated macaw just because the temporary stats are really nice. Synergizes both with our Gros Michel banana and our golden tamarind here, and just the nice stats are helpful for Malay tapir as well. Look at that, we get the sea cucumber there. They have a level 2, almost level 3, what's it called? Pygmy Hog or whatever at the back. Gosh, I'm not remembering names. I gotta pull this up on my phone so I remember. I think it's Pygmy Hog though. Like I said, I'm recording this the day of the update. Like, forgive me if I can't remember all their names, like right off the bat. There, I passed over the rollaway monkey, but that pet I think is insanely good. Like, the fact that it turns into useful hurt pets, like you're just getting free peacocks, camels, and hedgehogs on any pet with stats, and the fact that it transforms when it works with macaw. The hurt pets can synergize with a lot of the 5-friend attacks abilities and things like that. And just turning pets that don't do anything in battle into useful ones like the rollaway monkey can do is just already so strong. So yeah, because like Camel and Hedgehog and all, they're already really good ahead of the curve. Well, guess what? You just bought a rollaway monkey that can turn, it's like, if it's tier 3, if the tier 3 camel's nice ahead of the curve, or tier 3 hedgehog, how about getting 2 of them for free? Pretty darn awesome. So yeah, I think rollaway monkey is really really strong. Been seeing a lot of it lately. Plus, I think part of it is people know how to play, stuff that can take a lot of hits. So I'm seeing a lot of those kind of builds in the arena right now. But yeah, so on my earlier runs, like I said, this was my first win. Lately, I've been doing a lot of, what's it called? A lot of the vanilla beans. So the vanilla beans, tier 4 food. When you buy it, it gives the 2 leftmost shot pets, +2 attack, +3 health. I've been really loving it when pivoting in this pack, especially since I'm probably going to be pivoting to a lot of stuff later. I do bring up the double bonobo because I want to get some duplicates for the golden tamarind whenever I hit the turn 9 here. Hopefully hit some nice tier 6s that can synergize with my pets. But yeah, I'm really loving doing that. So I don't think I do it in this run, but a lot of runs since then I've been doing it. But look at that. We get 2 golden tamarinds there. And then, you know what? We'll go ahead and pick up another one as well. And look, we level up into the AmsterdamAlbatross. AmsterdamAlbatross, whenever friend transform, it gives it permanent +1 attack, +2 health, aka I can use it with these golden tamarinds. So start a battle, they'll transform, or before battle, they'll transform into a start a battle pet, get the permanent stats, and then trigger. You'll see it right there. So they get the permanent stats. They also get the temporary stats from the Macaw. And something really nice is, the Albatross has a limited trigger limit, but it's permanent stats, so it's very good. But it gives more health than attack. Well, the blue-throated Macaw gives more attack than health, and they kind of balance each other out to kind of give you some nice stats. Now, of course, you only keep the permanent stats from the Albatross, but in battle, it can be super nice. And here we go. We bring in the other pet that really makes this build shine, the Silky Shifaka. But basically, it transformed 2 friends behind it into faint pets from tier 6. So they first transform into start a battle pets, and then they transform into faint pets. So they get the double triggers on the Macaw and the Albatross. Of course, the Albatross runs had triggers, but getting Werewolf there on turn 10 is just absolutely amazing. So that's awesome. We get to trigger on these golden tamarinds, get it transformed twice, and the amount of stats we get are just amazing. Look at that. Now we have level 2 on everything. That's pretty awesome. I think I'm just gonna be looking for levels at this point, maybe some nice equipment. And yeah, we're just gonna roll with it because we've got some really good scaling now. Because now we're getting, what, +2, +4 on each of the golden tamarinds twice. And then there's like or I guess 3 out of 4 times. And then the blue-throated Macaw is giving him +2, +4, +2, like 2 times each. And look at that. We transform to faint pets. We can get stuff like Warthog that makes the rest of our team better. Like, it's just so good having this double transform thing. And yeah, just this kind of scaling, both the permanent and the temporary are just really strong. And you can really roll a lot of teams with these stats once you get into the late game here. So yeah, now we're just going to be leveling up all these transform pets. Pick up or refreeze a Judean date here. I've been loving that food a lot. I mean, we already know steak and melon are really darn good. The fact they can get both of those in the danger pack is amazing. Look at that double Tarantula Hawk. They get Tarantula Hawk too. And then we get a Hydra and a Warthog. I wish it was in the opposite order, so my Warthog might give my Hydra more stats for more summons, but our stats are just way too high. It's the beginning of, it's the first, first day of the pack coming out. No one knows how to scale yet, and I've just stumbled upon this really crazy high roll where I got all these transform pets pretty darn early, I'd say. So yeah, we're going to take the steak, put the melon on our biggest unit, and then we'll probably freeze the white ochre here. Yeah, so the white ochre is another great option. It's like, potato ambrosia all in one, or more like a melon slice ambrosia all in one. Blocks either an attack or an ailment, 2 times per battle. Oh, it's pretty good. Look at that. We get these big stats. We have the level 2 Sabertooth as well. Doesn't even matter that we have the Orca in the back. That's almost maxed out. We're just going to take a win, and we're just going to keep steamrolling opponents with our red panda mascot looking very fun. But yeah, my thoughts on the pack after about 15-20 games, I think it's really fun. There's definitely some archetypes I still need to get more familiar with and figure out how they work together. But early thoughts are there are some pets that I think are really good, like Blue-throated Macaw, Rolo and Monkey. All the transform stuff I think is really easy to understand, so I think you're seeing a lot of people use it. I think it's really strong right now as a result. I mean, just look at these stats. I have 50-50 Ammonite, almost 33-50 Sabertooth. Good luck fighting that. All the stats are just crazy. I also think the Amazon River Dolphin, that pink dolphin that can either snipe or gain attack when an adjacent friend attacks. I think that thing is insane. Just the many ways you can trigger it, and it just always puts in work. it's either sniping or it's getting attack, and it's just always solid. And what else do I think is really good? I'm really liking the 8 enemy attack stuff with Rhino and II has actually been a lot better than I thought it would be. Maybe it's because people aren't as scaled up as, you know, they would be, but that II summoning the levers and especially the stats has been coming clutch for me in a lot of runs. I really like using the giant tortoise. I mean, I thought I'd like it a lot. Let's see on the enemy team here. It gets so much HP for these kind of builds that want to take a lot of attacks. What's nice is we knock out their pet at the back at the very beginning. And yeah, we have level 3 faint pets with giant stats. They're not getting through that anytime soon. What's some other pets like? I like the late game jump stuff too, like Snow Leopard and Sumatran Tiger. They're really fun. Bonobo's nice for XP. I don't know if there's any pets I don't super like that I've used that I haven't liked that I think is really good. There isn't like anything that I'm like, I don't know when I would use this. Like everything's got a niche or like good synergies with it, which I think is really good, really well designed part of the pack. Everything kind of works with each other in some way, which is really cool. Here we are on the last turn. We get the ailments, double ailments, and then we transform into Sabertooth and Warthog to top it off. And once again, our stats are way too high for our enemy to deal with. They don't even do much with the snipe damage from the Geometric Tortoise thanks to our Melon, and we're going to take the win, get the achievement for the Silky Shifaka, and that's going to be the run. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, watch yesterday's video if you want to see how enter the Danger Pack giveaway I'm doing. Winners will be announced tomorrow, but please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.